What's going on, you guys? This is Mr. Helms, and I'm quickly going to go over and try to be in less than 3 minutes, going over the DBQ project sources and everything that you need to have, because the components of the DBQ project are a major portion of your grade going into this first half of the second 9 weeks. So let's look at everything that you should have done within the DBQ sources. So you would go to Google Classroom, DBQ project, open up the DBQ project sources. The first thing that you should have done is you should have clarified the question. What I mean by that is you should have rewritten the question in new words, right? So so let's take a practice at that. And you should have did it right underneath the original question here. And you should have typed it in the color red. So let's do that. So for instance, if you want to change it, we know legacy means what was left behind. Settlement means to pretty much come to an area to live from another place. Colonization to organize that area into a faction or organization or city or town. And identity, things that make up who you are. So we want to rewrite that. So if I could start off by saying explain how Louisiana's past groups impacted the development of our state today. Explain how Louisiana's past groups impacted the development of our state today. Now that could work. I could become a little bit more specific and change the general response from groups to Louisiana's European settlers impacted the development of our state today. Now I have that question rewritten, so I'm gonna highlight it, make sure it's red, changing the color. Boom. Explain how Louisiana's European settlers impacted the development of our state today. Same question, new words. All right. Now the next thing that we should have done was the background essay. The background essay is down below. And what you had to do was simply this: develop a caption for the paragraphs. There's only two. First paragraph I did right here. Based on what I read, Louisiana has been impacted by many different groups throughout the years. So reading that short little paragraph right here, this little chunk here, reading it led me to believe, create a summary of it in one sentence, most important parts of it, the main idea of it, that we have been impacted by a lot of different groups. As it says right here, and I highlighted to support my caption, Natives, Europeans, and Africans contributed to the development of a complex frontier society. So it lets me know that more than just one group impacted our state's development. And my hashtag for it was hashtag complex. So you had to do that for first paragraph and the second paragraph down here. How do you do that? So for instance, if I highlight and I see in this second paragraph that I believe that LaSalle had a major impact on developing Louisiana or claimed it, and I highlight this portion right here, and I want to add a comment box, hit comment right here, or you can come up here to the top little menu. But usually when you highlight, it's a little bit easier just to hit that. And I can describe a caption just saying one sentence, LaSalle discovered Louisiana. And in turn, it created many conflicts. Check my spelling with other groups. Hashtag clash. All right. And I highlighted this portion of the text to support that because it talks about European exploration of the region that LaSalle would name Louisiana. So LaSalle named this area and discovered it. It remained tangential, to entanglements in places like Mexico, Canada, New England, and the West Indies where Spanish, French, and British colonization efforts clashed. All right. Nonetheless, the early exploration of colonial Louisiana proved crucial to the fates of those European empires, as well as to the frontier encounters between people of European, Native, and African descent. So it affected a lot of people. And you know what? I might change that. I see something a little bit better. Not necessarily a clash, but it was crucial to the fates. I like that. So I'm gonna change mine. It's all a part of editing, you guys, so we can change it as we go. So I'm gonna add a new text box. I'm gonna say the fates of many groups were impacted by LaSalle's discovery. Hashtag fate. Now, I've technically written it twice. I got two. You only needed one for the paragraph, but I did two just to show you that. And I'm gonna hit comment. Make sure you hit that blue box so it sticks. That there's more than one way to skin a cat. In other words, it's saying that you may see something different, whereas someone else may see something different. You may see something different right after you've identified the initial caption, and you may want to add something. So that's what you had to do for the background essay. The next thing that you had to do was document analysis. Underneath each document is a little table, right? Like this. And you're supposed to identify the document number or letter. In this case, we have letters. This first document is document A right here. All right, so all you have to do is highlight this and copy it. Control C. You come on down to the table and you fill it in. Document number. You put that there. The author. There was no author, so always tell you put NA, not available. What type of source? We came to a conclusion as a class that this was a secondary source. The main idea of the document. This is all you. Based on what I read, the French had a major impact on Louisiana's economic, political, and religious identity. This is what you believe is most important. 100% you. Down here, this is just evidence. Key quote, image, or data. What information can you find to support your main idea that you said it was all about? And lastly, the analytical category / bucket. Remember, the first bucket is one that is identifying documents that have evidence that is most important to your writing. All right, that is really important evidence. Second bucket, identity two. Second most important evidence is kind of important, but I don't see myself really using it in my writing. And third bucket would be evidence that's good, but you probably won't use it in your writing. Identity two, one, two, and three. So that's the buckets. All right, now that's document analysis. The last thing that you had to do was movie titles. For each document, you had to look at it, analyze it, and create a movie title that best summarizes that document, and also highlight the evidence that supports that movie title. So, for instance, in this document A right here, which is the timeline of European exploration in Louisiana, the movie title that we gave it as a class was Gift to My Brother. I highlighted right here in blue where it says Iberville leaves the colony and gives power of the colony to his brother, Jean-Baptiste Lemoyne Sir de Bienville. So he leaves Louisiana to the power of his brother. And that's why we call it Gift to My Brother. We highlight to support our movie title. So just like a movie. Now, we created a movie title there, but you could use a movie title that already exists. It's up to you. So those are the four main portions of the background. The DBQ project sources that need to be done in order to improve some people's grades. If you have any questions, hit me up on Remind. Like, share, and subscribe this video. And as always, thank you for watching. Grind time.